Welcome and thanks for joining us on EMII.com. I'm Caitlin Sisney and here is your Banks and Brokerages Report. Today is Friday, March 14th, 2008. Charles Schwab will introduce 3 monthly income funds designed for retirees, the San Francisco Business Times reports. The giant discount brokerage said the funds offer different levels of monthly income and equity investments to provide some growth potential and protection from inflation. The San Francisco-based brokerage says income is not guaranteed and will fluctuate with market conditions. Each of the funds is actively managed with portfolios comprised of fixed income and equity mutual fund investments. The funds carry no additional management fees beyond those of the underlying mutual funds. The monthly income funds are available with no sales charges or transaction fees. Staying with banks and brokerages news, U.S. regulators will propose tougher scrutiny of banks' capital in a report on lessons from the mortgage crisis, a government official told Bloomberg News. The results of the review by the President's Working Group on Financial Markets may be released as soon as today, 2 officials told Bloomberg News on the condition of anonymity. One official who read drafts of the report said it would include proposals to strengthen supervision of banks' capital amid concern that they failed to protect against the risks they took investing in subprime securities. Banks and security firms posted more than $188 billion of credit losses since the start of last year as the mortgage meltdown rippled through financial markets. And in banks and brokerages news abroad, Stefan Krause will be appointed to member of the management board of Deutsche Bank effective April 1st. He will become CFO October 1st after the retirement of Anthony D. Ioria, Deutsche Bank's current CFO. Krause was a member of the management board of BMW and served as chief financial officer from May 2002 until September 2007, and subsequently was responsible for sales and marketing. His appointment will be submitted to Deutsche Bank's supervisory board at its next meeting on March 19th. And in banks and brokerages news in Asia, Taiwan banks will be able to acquire as much as a 20% stake in Chinese lenders through overseas units, the Wall Street Journal reported. The Taiwan cabinet approved the proposal, which will help its banks expand into the fast-growing Chinese market and serve the hundreds of thousands of Taiwanese doing business and working in China. It is the latest relaxation of rules covering China-bound investments by the ruling Democratic Progressive Party ahead of the March 22nd presidential election. And that rounds out today's Banks and Brokerages Report. Thanks for joining us on EMII.com. For more details on these stories and much more, click on our Banks and Brokerages channel online and read the latest developments.